Hey, did you know the financial choices you make in your 20s could either set you up for a lifetime of success or sink you into a mountain of debt? Sounds dramatic, right? But here's the truth. The stakes are high, and this decade can be the make or break moment for your future financial freedom. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to avoid the 5 biggest financial mistakes that could sabotage your 20s. All right, let's get into it. The first mistake you need to avoid is drum roll, ignoring your budget. Cut to a shot of someone throwing money in the air like confetti. Look, I get it. The idea of tracking every single dollar sounds boring, and maybe even a little stressful. But here's the thing. If you don't have a plan for your money, guess what? Your money will have a plan for you, and it's not a good one. Cut to visuals of a person realizing they have no money left in their bank account at the end of the month. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend, and before you know it, you're stuck in a cycle of paycheck-to-paycheck living. But here's the exciting part. Getting a grip on your budget isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. It's about knowing exactly how much you can spend on fun while still building your future wealth. Trust me, the small effort now pays off in massive rewards later, showing how budgeting can lead to saving. Now, mistake number 2. Falling into credit card. Cue dramatic music. Cut to a scene of someone swiping their credit card without thinking. Let me be real. Credit cards are not free money. They're seductive little traps, with interest rates so high that $20 pizza you bought on a whim could cost you $50 by the time you pay it off. You're not just buying things with plastic, you're buying future stress. The catch here, the longer you carry that balance, the more it weighs you down, and you'll never build real wealth if you're constantly paying interest instead of investing. Cut to a visual of someone feeling stressed over their credit card bill. But here's where it gets exciting. Pay off your credit card debt, and you'll see your financial freedom grow. No more choking under the weight of debt. Instead, you'll have the ability to invest in your future, and that's where the magic happens. But here's the catch. It all starts with learning how to live within your means. Transition to the next point with a pattern interrupt. Hold up. Quick question for you. How many of you have ever bought something just because you had a credit card in your wallet? Be honest. Drop it in the comments. I'm guilty too. All right. The third mistake you can't afford is not starting to invest early enough. I know, investing sounds complicated, or I'll do it when I'm older. Here's the thing. Every year you wait is another year you could have been growing your money. Cut to a visual of a young person reading a book on investing, feeling overwhelmed. Don't let fear stop you. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to work for you. But it's not just about picking stocks. We're talking about making smart decisions with small, manageable amounts, whether it's in a 401k, Roth IRA, or even just a simple index fund. Start small, start now, and watch it compound. Cut to a visual of a growing pile of money. And speaking of compounding, I'll dive deeper into that in another video. But trust me when I say that your 20s are your golden opportunity to take advantage of time. Don't waste it. Pattern interrupt. Lighthearted moment. Seriously, think of your 20s like your money's time to party. You want it to be out there dancing and growing, not sleeping on the couch. Now, on to mistake number 4. Living beyond your means. Cut to visuals of someone overspending at a fancy store. Just because you can afford the latest iPhone or designer jacket doesn't mean you should. Living beyond your means is like putting a giant hole in your financial future, and we don't want that. No one cares how much you spend on stuff that doesn't matter in the long run. Here's the secret. Financial success comes from delayed gratification. Sacrificing a bit now means a wealthier future. Which brings us to the final mistake you have to avoid. Not building an emergency fund. Cut to someone looking panicked at an unexpected bill. Life happens. Cars break down, medical bills pile up, or maybe you lose your job. If you don't have an emergency fund, these life curveballs can throw you off track completely. But don't worry. It's never too late to start building. Aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses saved, and you'll breathe easier knowing you're prepared for anything. Final cliffhanger. So, here's the million-dollar question. Are you ready to start making these small but powerful changes in your LE Tidry